welcome to this week's Confident Club Cuppa.
Hey up.
Hi Steve.
Hello.
Right, we're going to continue where we left off on the last Cuppa,
Okay.
which is about goal setting.
Right.
In your book, Step 6.
Yes.
We'll talk about Steve's mate Phil Hesketh.
Yes.
Who had this wonderful girl about going to visit New Zealand, right? I was on this workshop, so I remember it really well. And in here, I'm very excited because I actually get a mention in Steve's book.
You get your name in print, Curly.
Sort of, no, I don't even get a name.
Ah.
It says, another significant thing that happened to convince Phil about the power of goal setting was when someone challenged his belief about what was possible. So he'd always had this excuse that he couldn't go to New Zealand because of his job.
Yeah.
It was high powered.
It was
advertising.
It worked.
Wasn't
Phil
it?
was. I think his job title was something like head of new business.
Yeah,
so his
big
job was
boss.
to go out there and pitch and get business.
Yeah.
So it was constantly, pitch.
So
pitch.
Phil and I were working together, and Phil said to me, "Oh, one of the reasons I can't go, Curly, is because I can't get the time off work. My partners wouldn't let me." And I said, "Phil, what would happen if you asked?" And they said yes.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah,
You asked them, they said yes.
Turned out it was okay, right?
Yeah.
So the point. So what I would say about goal setting is, I think there's think of it as a triangle, and I get this from another friend of ours, Andy Gilbert. Right, this is his model, right? Go
Yeah.
mad. So the triangle. So for a really strong goal, you need three things. You need a clearly defined goal,
Yeah.
smarts, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
You need a big reason why,
Yeah.
and you have to have the belief you can do it.
Yes.
Right. And what Andy would say if he was here is on the belief, the self-belief bit, and the big reason why, if 1 is low and 10 is high,
Yeah.
so if I was to ask you now, think of a goal you've got, or if you've got a specific goal. So in my case, I'm running the London Marathon again this year, right?
Third time you've trained for it.
If you ask me have I got a big reason why? Yeah,
Yes.
it's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Have I got self-belief? Massive, because I've run 2 marathons now. So first time round, still probably had a good belief, but now it's definitely like an 8 or 9.
Being reinforced.
So that means because I've got a really high self-belief and a big reason why, it's a good chance I'll pull off that clearly defined goal.
Yeah.
So with Phil, he
Yes.
had this clearly defined goal got to New Zealand, but you challenged him on what his level of belief was.
I did, yes.
And then when he went back and he spoke to the directors and said it's okay, then he thought, right, I can do
it
this now, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'd add to that. That's probably enough there, really, to be honest. I think that think of the triangle, right? Goal mad thinking, Andy Gilbert, right? Got to have a really clearly defined goal, whichever method you use for that. And we'll talk about some other aspects about that in the next Cuppa. But you've got to have a massive reason why, and it needs to be at least above 5 out of 10, at least.
I think more than that, but yeah.
And if, by the way, if it isn't above 5 out of 10 on both your reason why or your self-belief, then sometimes what you can do is move the deadline. Sometimes it's because the deadline might seem too close.
Yes.
Like I haven't got enough time to train.
Yes.
Right? Or it might be too far away. So sometimes moving the deadline might be one way you can increase your self-belief. But the question ask yourself is, if I've got under 5 on, do I believe I can pull off this goal? And do I have a strong enough reason why? If you got under 5, what can I change about the goal?
Yes,
To increase
I was
those
gonna
two
say.
things.
Yeah.
Because triangles are strong, aren't they? Because
Yeah.
they're that
reinforce.
shape. They reinforce each other, right? So think about your triangles is this week's message.
And on that happy note, bye for now.
I'll see you.